In war, supply chains don't just support the mission, they the mission. It's easy to focus on frontline combat, the roar of gunfire, the flash of tanks, the heroics that make the headlines. But behind every advance, every victory, there's a force working day and night, mostly unseen: logistics. Let's break down why military supply chains might just be the most critical and complicated part of modern warfare. Picture this: an army of 100,000 soldiers. Every single day they need to eat, drink, refuel, reload, patch wounds, and repair their gear. That means food, fuel, water, ammunition, medicine, replacement parts, the list goes on. Now imagine dragging all of that through deserts, over mountains, across bombed-out cities, or even hostile seas, all while the enemy is trying to stop you. Not so easy, right? Logistics is the invisible engine that powers every mission. Go back to ancient Rome when legions marched miles on roads built just for supply wagons. Fast forward to World War II, where the US ran vast supply chains across oceans and continents. It's always been true. Without fuel, tanks are just heavy scrap metal. Without bullets, even the best trained soldier is out of luck. But here's where it gets wild. A modern military supply chain starts long before anyone sets foot on the battlefield. Strategic planners calculate routes, estimate how much fuel a tank battalion burns per hour, how many meals an infantry company needs per day, how long a radar can run before it needs parts. They pre-position supplies at bases, on ships, or even stashed in friendly nations, all for the moment things kick off. Timing, though, that's everything. Deliver supplies too early and they could get blown up. Too late, and the mission's dead in the water. That's why militaries now use AI and satellites to track every single shipment in real time. It's a game of chess, but with trucks, jets, and ships. Let's talk convoys, the lifeline of ground forces. These are miles-long columns of trucks loaded with everything from water to tank shells, rolling through some of the most dangerous places you can imagine. In Iraq and Afghanistan, ambushes, IEDs, snipers, daily threats. The response: armored trucks, drone escorts, and signal jammers to block remote detonated bombs. Every mile is a battle. Sometimes the roads are just too deadly, or too slow. That's when air logistics takes over. Big transports like C-130S and C-17S can drop pallets of supplies right into forward bases. In a pinch, helicopters sling in blood, medicine, or critical comms gear, or fly wounded out to safety. It's fast, it's risky, but sometimes it's the only way. Don't forget the seas. Naval Logistics is a beast of its own. Warships are floating cities, and they burn through mountains of fuel, food, and ammo. Enter the replenishment ship, massive vessels that pull alongside warships, transferring supplies while both ships are moving in open ocean, often at night. It's like a high-speed pit stop, but mess up and you've got a disaster. Now, tech is changing the game. From logistics software tracking every rifle to blockchain fighting theft, today's military supply chains are smarter than ever. In Ukraine, smart logistics let defenders move Western weapons and supplies across a chaotic battlefield, outpacing even the most determined enemy. But what if the chain snaps? History spells it out. Hitler's armies stalled outside Moscow, freezing and starving because supplies dried up. The US withdrawal from Afghanistan, made even tougher by the challenge of keeping supply lines open. No food, no fuel, no fight. Period. Here's the bottom line. Wars are won by those who can move the most people and gear the fastest, safest, and smartest. Supply chains are the veins and arteries of every army. Without them, even the mightiest force bleeds out. So next time you watch troops on the move, remember, it isn't just courage that's driving them forward, it's a global web of logistics, grinding non-stop, making sure every soldier has what they need to fight, survive, and win.